Let's talk about the cost of this project also so that we can wrap it up in this episode. I'd like to also tell you that I've summarized all of these 5 episodes and put together a downloadable PDF for you that's in the show notes. Go ahead and download that. The first thing I want to say about the concept of design is that you technically don't need to have it drawn out before you start the project. I'm a landscape designer and I always tell the opposite to my homeowner clients. I always tell them that we need to design first before we even think about anything else. But for an educational garden, it's very different because designing the garden could be a lesson that connects to math and science as well as arts so well. So ideally, your students could even design the garden as part of a school assignment and of course under the design guidelines that you will need to give them because they're supposed to be learning here. I understand that people listening to your pitch could have a lot of resistance to this idea though. Many grant applications want you to include the design in the application before they even consider giving you, the funds. Believe me when I say I've seen this happening so many times. So take this idea of your students designing the garden as it resonates and as an ideal that might or might not fit your situation. What I have found helpful in these types of cases is for you to have an overall design in mind and, present that for approval to get the funds, and then also tell people that you will be teaching your students how to design a garden and you will be connecting it to science and math and all of that, and that you will lead your students to, design something very similar to what you've presented to people. Now, let's get into this. First things first, consider natural curves. I want to open your eyes to the fact that your garden does not have to be in straight rows and square garden beds.